everybody, and welcome to Top 10 Quick Comic Picks. I'm Andy.
Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our really quick show. We're going to be talking about 10 of the hottest books coming up this week that you can go to your store and get, or you can order straight from our website at infinityflux.net. So, some great books. DC's back with,
Yep.
with number ones and continued series. So, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's start with one of those number ones. This is the new Blue Beetle number one. This directly follows the events of Blue Beetle graduation day. Jaime is in a new town. He's mentoring two new Beetles while also himself being mentored by Ted Cord. So just a lot of really cool Beetle action happening. But all of that may get thrown into chaos when a new villain emerges. So this one was fantastic.
Awesome. And I have a new number one from DC. This is Birds of Prey number one. So this one is super interesting. It has an awesome style to it. The coloring, the art by Leonardo Romero is super cool. It's written by Kelly Thompson. But why is the team like this? There's actually a reason why these characters are brought together and what is their goal? Why was this team created? You're going to have to read it to find out, but it deals deep into Black Canary's past.
Mm.
So, really fun book. Highly recommend the new Birds of Prey.
Next from Marvel is Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy number one. This is kind of the sequel to the Silver Surfer Rebirth miniseries. It just wrapped up not too long ago. In this one, Silver Surfer has an idea about how Genis Vell can witness his father, the original Captain Marvel, in action. But how does that get wrapped up with Warlock and the Infinity Watch? They are none too happy with the idea that he comes up with for making that happen.
And I've got X-Men number 26. This is our first part of the connecting covers and the kind of introduction to the wedding of Emma Frost and Tony Stark. But it's not quite what you think it is. A lot of people had questions of why these two, all of this. You'll find out in here. You'll see the proposal happen, but it may not be what you think it's going to be.
Okay.
So find out why all of this is going down and some of the future happenings for the X-Men in X-Men number 26.
A new book from Image. This is Kill Your Darlings number one. This is about a young girl named Rose. She's a little girl, but she's got a big imagination. We see her playing with her stuffed animals. We see what's actually happening in the real world, but then we also see what she's imagining, these big battles with these cutesy animals. But then things turn a little bit dark when she sort of becomes, I guess you would say, possessed, maybe. And we learn there's definitely more sinister forces at work, and maybe what's in her imagination may end up coming out into the real world.
And I have a new one from Boom. This is Hunt for the Skinwalker. This is really interesting. It is based off of the 2006 book about the real location, the Skinwalker Ranch, or at least that's what they call it, and some of the true accounts of the things that go on there. This is one of the kind of weirdest places in America where there's crazy sightings and creatures and all of that. And this is kind of a narrative history of that place and some of the accounts there. So if you're a fan of like Department of Truth or some of the kind of weirder, based in reality type things, you will really like this one.
Next is another new number one from DC. This is Fire and Ice. Welcome to Smallville. So this kind of follows the little backup story in the Power Girl special from a few months back. Fire and Ice moved to Smallville for a little while to sort of figure out what their place is in the world and to reconcile some differences that they're having with each other. Ice kind of likes the quieter small town life, but Fire is still itching for a fight. And those two ideologies are going to maybe drive a wedge into their friendship. And, you'll have to read this to see ultimately what happens with them.
Amazing Spider-Man number 33. So this gets into our the Spider-Man's first hunt,
Yeah.
or Peter Parker's first hunt, as he has been imbued with the sins of Norman Osborn. It's an interesting idea where now Spider-Man is kind of bad, and instead of Craven hunting Spider-Man, Spider-Man is hunting Craven. So find out what all that means in Spider-Man number 33.
And last for me is Batman number 137. This is part two of the Gotham War. Batman is more determined than ever to completely shut down Catwoman's entire operation. The other members of the Bat family think maybe he's actually going a little bit too far with it. Maybe he's being a little bit too extreme and too excessive. So they all sort of come together to confront Batman. But Batman being Batman, you might imagine how that would go. This was just another fantastic issue in this great story.
And last for me, I have Masters of the Universe Forge of Destiny. This is actually a prequel comic to the Netflix TV series, the Kevin Smith helmed one. This is really cool. It's basically He Man Year One, as we even see in here, he's first describing Skeletor to somebody as he kind of learns about all of this. And but it does set up a really fun adventure that might pit two um, cities or realms against each other with He-Man at the center. So if you're a fan of Master Universe, this is a really cool one.
Da-da-da-da-da. Breaking news.
Oh, what?
What?
Also, we have these brand new manga just
Ooh.
in that are really exciting. So this is Superman Meshi Volume 1. The one where Superman likes to go to fast food restaurants.
That's right. In Japan.
In Japan.
Yeah.
We also have
That was great.
Joker 1 Operation Joker Volume 1. This is the one where Joker is raising a baby version of Bruce Wayne as a single father.
That one is absolutely wild. It's so much fun.
Then we have this new one, Batman Justice Buster Volume 1, where I believe Batman has put together a Robin protocol.
Oh, yeah.
We have to find out what that means. But these are new #1 manga from DC. Been hot sellers around here. We have a lot of pre-orders for these, so don't miss out on some pretty cool new stories.
Yeah. And different stories, too.
And
They're
different
Yeah.
stories. Yep. So that is it for our quick comic picks, our top 10 quick comic picks, including 3 bonus ones that just came to
That's
us
right.
live. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our next show. We'll be going over all of these in much more detail. And head over to infinityflux.net where you can pre-order these and sign up for a subscription, all that fun stuff. But until next time,
See ya.
bye.